You're the maker of my heart, the weaver of my soul. So tailor me for your every need and make yourself at home. You provide for everything, I receive your offering. So cover me in humility, stitching me for your glory. You wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. I come undone, embrace me and hold. You wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. I come undone, embrace me and hold. You're the maker of my heart, the weaver of my soul. So tailor me for your every need and make yourself at home. You provide for everything, I receive your offering. So cover me in humility, stitching me, stitching me, stitching me, stitching me, stitching me for your glory. You wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. I come undone, embrace me and hold. Oh, you wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. I come undone, embrace me and hold. I'm clothed in righteousness with broken seams. You button up my insecurities. Oh, I've been around the block a time or two. When I see other people, I see you. I'm clothed in righteousness with broken seams. You button up my insecurities. Oh, I've been around the block a time or two. Ooh, when I see other people, I see you. You wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. Oh, I come undone, embrace me and hold. Oh, you wind me up, oh, I'm a miracle. Oh, I come undone, embrace me and hold. I come undone, embrace me and hold. Oh, I come undone, embrace me and hold.
Hey RezLife, it's Leah here, one of your RezLife directors, and I'm here to talk more about some awesome miracles, specifically Jesus healing the lepers. Now, I've never had leprosy before. Leprosy is this chronic infectious disease, mainly infects the skin, the nerves, the upper respiratory tract, and your eyes. It's devastating. I'm grateful that I've never had to experience this disease, but I did struggle with acne growing up, and I can say it was pretty traumatic to feel picked on and isolated for the way I looked or these things that were beyond my control. This story of the grateful Samaritan offers us an image of who and what matters to Jesus, and therefore who and what should matter to us. This story draws attention to two important themes I want us to hone in on. One, Jesus cares deeply for the marginalized. Now, you may or may not have heard the word marginalized, so let's just address what exactly it is. The definition of marginalized is a person, group, or a concept treated as insignificant or peripheral, to relegate to an unimportant or powerless position within a society group. In this story, we see that this particular person was not only marginalized by their sickness of leprosy, but also by their identity as a Samaritan, something that they couldn't control. And two, another thing I want us to focus in on is gratitude in abundance. Now, not just lip service, but a heart of gratitude that shows in words and in actions. Okay, so earlier on in the book of Luke, we are reminded that Jesus has decided to go to Jerusalem, and he's here in this region between Samaria and Galilee. And Jesus likes to visit boundary spaces. And right now, he's about to cross a social boundary again by associating not only with lepers, but also with a Samaritan. And let me remind you, Jews and Samaritans, they don't get along, and they're not supposed to talk to one another. All right, let's dive into the world of Luke 17. Verse 11 starts with, on the way to Jerusalem, Jesus was going through the region between Samaria and Galilee. And as he entered a village, 10 lepers approached him, keeping their distance. They called out, saying, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." When Jesus saw them, he said to them, "Go and show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were made clean. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. He prostrated himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him. He was a Samaritan. Then Jesus asked, "Were not 10 made clean? But the other 9, where are they? Was none of them found to return and give praise to God except this foreigner?" And then he said to him, "Get up and go on your way. Your faith has made you well." As Jesus enters the village, 10 lepers approach, calling out to him, but keeping their distance because they are unclean. They address him as Master, a term used in every other instance in Luke by the disciples. This is a very respectful term, and they are being respectful of Jesus. Jesus immediately sends them to show themselves to the priests to confirm their healing. And en route, they are in fact made clean. Cleansing of the lepers is an identifying marker for Jesus' mission all throughout Luke. You can see him healing lepers and as they're cleansed. His attention to outsiders and marginalized people is evident from the start. We see in multiple stories throughout the Bible that Jesus is not distracted by who others call worthy and unworthy, or who others call outsiders or one of us. After the healing of the 10 lepers, the focus narrows to one of the 10, who alone turns back, glorifying God and prostrating himself down, so laying just flat down, face down to the ground at Jesus' feet and thanking him. Only after he humbles himself in thanksgiving do we learn that this one who has turned back is a Samaritan. Now, reminder, Samaritans were the unlovely outsiders of Jesus' day. And we can think about who that might be for our society or for ourselves. These considered unappealing or different and unwelcome outsiders, they are received positively by Jesus. He's compelled with compassion to go to them. We see in the parable of chapter 10, in which it is the Samaritan and not the respectable religious people who demonstrate love for his neighbor by showing mercy to a wounded stranger. It's the outsider showing love. And Jesus notices this. And we don't know whether the other 9 were Samaritans or outsiders. We don't know that. But in identifying the Samaritan as the only one who has come back to give thanks at Jesus' feet, the narrator here is suggesting that it is perhaps the outsider having been noticed and cleansed in spite of his double marginalization, his double experience of life at the edge of an outsider that creates his deeper gratitude. There is no doubt something to be understood here about the people who live on the margins of our communities, those who are treated as invisible or unlovely because of how they look or who they are or where they come from. Jesus clearly notices and loves them and calls us to do the same. But we might also consider the parts of us that are hidden away, that feel like an outsider, those areas within us where we may least want to be seen, but most need to be loved. Jesus, who is not afraid of borders or labels, does not mind meeting us in those places. And it may be that by recognizing him there, we will find our deepest selves, a new outpouring of that grateful love and healing that the Samaritan leper experienced. Knowing that we belong, that we are not outsiders to God, knowing that just like the Samaritan leper, that gives us a lifetime of gratitude.